Alright, so good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good
At
morning po, Sir.
I am Sir Marlo Tamano. No, I am going to discuss absolute value of a number. Our objective for this topic, number one, illustrate and define absolute value of a number. Number two, answer questions regarding absolute value. And number three, demonstrate positivity in doing the assigned task for better output. This activity sheet will cover the topic on absolute value of a number. This topic is one of the basic foundation of algebra. This lesson needs to be well understood by you learners for you to acquire the needed information to tackle the upcoming lessons in grade 7 math with less difficulty. Hence, thorough understanding of this lesson is advised. Absolute value of a number. Let us illustrate absolute value of a number through a number line. See the following illustration. So we have here -6 corresponds a church. Right? So you can see the church at point -6. Then 0 corresponds what? A school. No? You can found school at point 0. Next, we have here 5 corresponds a house. No? Let's see how to get the absolute value of a number if given a distance from no from one point to another point. So from the illustration, James' house is at 5 units, right, of the school. This one we have here, 5 units, right, of the school. So this is the house of Jamie. This is Jamie's house, okay po. So Jamie's house is at 5 units right of the school. Now since this is a school, no? So makikita ninyo ang bahay ni Jamie at the right side of it. 5 units daw. Bilangin niyo 5. So from 0 to 5, so units. 0 to 1, that is 1. 1 to 2, 2. 2 to 3, 3. 3 to 4, 4. 4 to 5, 5. So that's why 5 units. Again, Jamie's house is at 5 units right of the school while the church is 6 units left of the school. So makikita naman po ang church doon sa kaliwa ng school, 6 units. Okay po? So 6 units. Ayan, away. Now, how far is Jamie's house from the school? Jamie's house is the absolute value of 5 is 5 units away from the school. How far is the church from the school? The church is the absolute value of -6 is 6 units away from the school. Okay? So the unit from 0 or from the school is what we call the distance, no? So the distance of the house from the school is 5 units. The distance of the church from school is 6 units. So meaning to say, we do not consider the negative, no? The negative units. Okay po? We will not consider the negatives, negative 6. So let's move. What is absolute value? So absolute value means distance from a reference point of a certain object or place. Okay, so sinabi dyan yung distance from a point or from a reference point of a certain object or place. So a while ago, our reference point is the school. Naintindihan? So yun po yung ating pinanggagalingan. Our reference point is the school. Okay? Then we want to get the distance from school to your house or to the house of Jamie. Likewise, the distance from the school doon sa place naman ng church. Naintindihan? So another example we have here. Ayan. So we have 0 to 5. We have the absolute value of 5 is 5. You try to examine. The given 5 or the absolute value of 5 is positive 5. Nakita nyo? Positive 5 siya. Using the symbol, no? A pair of bars or 2 bars. No? Yan pa yung ginagamit natin as a symbol of absolute value. Okay po? Again, the distance, no? Yung distance from 0 to 5 is 5 units. Naintindihan? Madali lang, di ba? Next. Number 2, we have the absolute value of negative 7. From 0 to negative 7, we have the absolute value of negative 7 is 7. Okay? Next. Absolute value of a number. Let us illustrate absolute value of a number through a number line. See the following illustration. Number 3. If the house of a friend is 15 units left of the school, and this is the school, we have our point of origin or reference is the school still, that is 0. How far is friend's house from the school? Yes, it's the absolute value of negative 15 is 15 units from the school. Okay po? Hello? Narinig nyo?
Opo.
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 So, if it is 15 units from
Opo.
0, sabi niya, narinig nyo ha? So, from here, mula dito sa 0 na yan, no? If the house of a friend is 15 units, no? Left of the school. Okay? So, left of the school. So, mula rito, kunyari lang, mula rito sa school na yan, tapos yung bahay ni Jamie or yung friend ninyo, no, ay matatagpuan sa 15 units. 15 units left of the school, no? So, ilan ngayon ang distance niya? 'Di ba 15 pa rin? The absolute value of negative 15 is 15 units from the school. Okay? Now remember, since we are talking about distance and there is no negative distance, wala po tayong utang. Okay? Na measurement or distance from one place to another place. Naintindihan? Next is number 4. Ayan. How far is Jamie's house from the church? Yes, it's 5. So makita niyo. In here, from point, no? 0 or from 0 to positive 5. That is absolute value of 5 plus from 0 to negative 6 wherein you can see the church that is negative 6, the absolute value of negative 6. If this will be the case, all you have to do is get its absolute value. No? So, individual natin gagawin. So, the absolute value of 5 is 5. The absolute value of negative 6 is 6. Again, no? The absolute value of positive number is still a positive number. Then the absolute value of negative number is always a positive number. Katulad nito, nakita nyo, the absolute value of 5 is 5. The absolute value of negative 6 is 6. And that is 5 plus 6 is 11 units. Can you follow? Naintindihan po? 11 po yan. Bibilangin ninyo ang units ngayon, no? Between the church and the school. Bilangin nyo, 1, 2. Tignan nyo yung cursor ko. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Tama? Tama po?
Opo.
Okay, so let's move on. Number 5. If extending the line to the right, extend lang natin no? If extending the line to the right, a friend of James, no, lives at 13 units right of the school. 13 po. So, how far is James' house from the house of her friend? So, James' house is the absolute value of 13. Tapos, ang bahay naman ng kaibigan niya ay absolute value of 5. So, the absolute value of 13 is 13 minus the absolute value of 5 is 5 is equal to 8 units. So, 13 minus 5 is 8. Okay? And that is 8 units away from her friend's house. Question? Hala? Sabi niya dyan kanina, if extending the line to the right, extend daw natin sa right. So, dugtungan lang natin ng 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sa right side. So, ito yung bahay ng kaibigan. No? If extending the line to the right, a friend of Jamie lives at 13 units right of the school. How far is Jamie's house from the house of her friend? Jamie's house is absolute value of 13 minus 5. No? The absolute value of 5 is equal to 13 minus 5 is equal to 8 units away from friends, no? From her friend's house. Okay po. Next, number 6. Another example we have here. Okay. Extend the number line to the left. Extend naman natin. A market is at negative 18. Extend naman natin po. Dugtungan lang natin. So, imaginary po. Nasa isip lang natin. So, negative 18. How far is the market from the church? So, we have the absolute value of negative 18 minus the absolute value of negative 6. Ito po yung church. Is equal to the absolute value of negative 18 is 18 minus the absolute value of negative 6 is 6. Therefore, 18 minus 6 is 12 units. Okay po? Hello? So what is another? What is the distance of Jamie's house from the market? Okay. What is the distance of Jamie's house from the market? Jamie's house, we have here 5. The absolute value of 5 plus. The market is found at negative 18. So the absolute value of negative 18 equals, the absolute value of 5 is 5 plus the absolute value of negative 18 is 18. Then add this 5 and 18. that is equal to 23 units. Okay po? Hello? Yan, sige. Ipagpatuloy natin. Meron pang 7. Ayan, a police station is 12 units right of the church. So, kunyari, ito yung ano natin, no? Church natin, -6. So, yung a police station, makikita daw natin sa 12, no? 12 units right of the church. On which point on the number line does the police station lie? Yes, count 12 units right of the church, that is -6. Yes, the police station is at 6. Tama ba? So mula sa church na -6, no? Ito po, -6. Magbibilang po ka ng 12 units to the right. So, saan po natin makikita ang police station? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Makikita natin sa +6, tama? Hello? Kung ano, so from -6, yes, the police station is found at +6, no? Naintindihan? So the absolute value of -6 plus, what should be written here? Ano isusulat natin dito? +6. Ito yung 6 dito. Okay po. Ulitin natin ha. A police station is 12 units right of the church. Nasaan ang church? Ito po. Okay? Ang tanong niya, on which point on the number line does the police station lie? You count 12 units from -6 going to the right. Saan tayo titigil? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sa 6 po tayo titigil. Ang pang 12 ay nasa +6. So the absolute value of -6 plus the absolute value of 6. Naintindihan? Now, kapag nilabas ninyo, the absolute value of 6 plus the absolute value of 6 is 12. 12 units po. Ang distance from -6 na to +6. Can you follow? Hello? Naintindihan po? Alright.
Opo.
Opo, sir.
Okay. So remember that there is no negative answer or negative distance. Our formula here is the absolute value of x. If x is greater than 0, no? The absolute value of x is equal to x. So this x stands for 1, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. For as long as greater than 0. Naintindihan? Hello?
Opo.
Okay. So ito naman po yung the absolute value of negative. No? The absolute value of x is negative x if x is less than 0. So ano naman po yung less than 0? We have the -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. But still, no, our answer is positive. So that's why the absolute value of -5 is 5. The absolute value of -6 is 6. The absolute value of -7 is 7. There is no negative answer or distance. Naintindihan po? Hello?
Opo.
Okay. Alright, so practice answer the following. Number 1, we have here the absolute value of -12 plus absolute value of 12 is equal to, ilabas nyo muna yung absolute value as your solution. The absolute value of negative 12 is 12. The absolute value of positive 12 is 12. Then add. And that is 24. Can you follow? Next. In here, you are going to add all the positive first. No? Mas magandang isolve yung lahat ng positive muna. Then later on, isusubtract lang po yung hindi positive or negative. So 10 plus 3, that is 13. Isa pang positive, that is 7. So 13 plus 7 is 20. Tama po. So ilagay na natin sa kabila, absolute value of 20 minus 8. So 20 minus 8 is, anong sagot? $12. Ang tagal sumagot. So the answer is 12. The absolute value of 12. Anong absolute value ng 12? The absolute value of 12 is 12. Naintindihan?
Opo.
Okay, so the absolute value of 12 is, of course, 12. So ilagay natin 12. Yan. Okay po. Then, let us go back. So let us go back in here, number 3. So there are two solutions if this will be the case. No? This is what we call an equation. The absolute value of x minus 1 is equal to 4. Dalawa pa ang solution natin. We have solution number 1 as is. When I say as is, isosolve ninyo as in wala kayong babaguhin. So ilabas ninyo si x minus 1 from the absolute, no? X minus 1. Then bring down 4. Siyempre, kopyahin ninyo yung equal symbol. Then copy the x minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 4 plus 1. That is under addition property of equality. So hindi pa na-discuss sa inyo yan, pero bibigyan ko na kayo ng konting idea. Okay? And this is considered as our hats. Okay po? So if this will be the case, if you want to remove the negative 1 here, no, magdadagdag po tayo ng kanyang kabaliktaran. So ano bang kabaliktaran ng negative 1? And that is positive 1. Para matanggal po siya. Remember, kapag naibigay ninyo yung ka-opposite ng negative 1 na positive 1, no, pag pinag-add ninyo yan, that is 0 already. Okay? So kung ano yung dinagdag natin, plus 1 po sa left side, plus 1 din po tayo sa right side. So kailangan, no, mag-add tayo ng equal number on both sides of the equation. Okay. So gusto natin tanggalin yung negative 1. Paano natin matatanggal yung negative 1 sa left side? E di mag-plus tayo ng kanyang kabaliktaran. So plus 1. Okay? So, kailangan mag plus din kayo ng 1 sa right side. Okay? So, ganito ngayon ang nangyari. Bring down x and of course, plus 0 equals 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay? O your answer is negative 3. Paano siya nagiging negative 3? No? 5 at saka negative 3. Ang sagot natin dito sa solution number 1 is 5. Ano naman po ang solution natin or sagot sa solution number 2? That is negative 3. Okay? So, kailan natin gagawin ito kapag ganito lang yung absolute solution, absolute value solution? Absolute value equation rather. Okay? So, the absolute value of x minus 1 is equal to negative 4. Then bring down, ilabas lang ninyo yung x minus 1. So, x minus 1 is equal to, bring down negative 4. Saan po galing ang negative 4, sir? Okay? If this will be the case, no? All you have to do is what? Multiply the left member of the equation. Yan. 'Di ba positive tong 4 na ito? Ang gagawin nyo lang ay i-multiply nyo ng negative. No? Negative 1 o negative lang. So negative times 4, nagiging negative 4 na siya. Para magiging dalawa po yung solution ninyo. Okay? So, canceled out natin yung negative 1. Mag-plus tayo ng 1 para magiging 0. Okay po? Naintindihan? So, dito naman, negative 4 plus 1, since magkaiba po sila ng sign, ito ay negative, tapos yung isa naman ay positive, isusubtract po natin yung 1 sa 4. Okay? So, 3 po ang sagot niya, kaya negative 3. So, ang ibig sabihin niyan, ang sagot natin ay negative 3. Kaya ang solution natin ay 5 at saka negative 3. Naintindihan? 5 at saka negative 3. Isipin ninyo kapag pinalit po ninyo yung 5 dito sa x. So 5 minus 1 is 4. Tama? So the absolute value of 4 is 4. Equal na po. So ibig sabihin solution po yung 5. Ito naman po, kapag pinalitan natin yung x ng negative 3 minus 1. So, since pareho po silang negative, magiging negative 4 po yung nasa absolute. So, the absolute value of negative 4 is 4. Equal pa rin po sila ng 4. Okay? Naintindihan?
Opo.
So, parte lamang po ng HATS question yung ating sinolve dito sa number 3. Naintindihan? Parte lang po niya. Okay? So parang challenge lang sa atin, although we do not have any idea yet about this one. So number 4, the absolute value of 9 is 9 minus the absolute value of negative 9 is 9. So 9 minus 9 is equal. Anong sagot natin diyan? Wala. Ulitin ko. The absolute value of 9 is 9 minus the absolute value of negative 9 is 9. 9 minus 9, ano ang sagot?
0.
0. That is correct. Next, number 5. So, x po labas natin. The absolute value of x is x plus, bring down 2. No? Then, equals, bring down 5. Tapos nakita ninyo mayroong minus 2 both sides dahil we want to eliminate the positive 2. Kapag tinanggal mo yung 2 na yan, bigyan mo ng kanyang kabaliktaran. Ano bang kabaliktaran ng positive 2? Di negative 2. Tama? Pero kung ano pong gusto nyo ibawas sa left side ng equation, dito naman sa right side, minus 2 din. So kaya positive 2 minus 2, that is 0. Equals 5 minus 2 is 3. Okay po? Ang solution po natin ay x is equal to 3. So our answer is 3 and negative 3. Okay po? So you try to check using our imagination. If you try to change x with 3, yan, palitan lang natin yung x dito sa loob ng absolute value. So, the absolute value of 3 is 3. Lagay niyo lang 3 dyan. Okay po? Tapos, parang checking lang yung gagawin natin. So, 3 plus 2 is 5. Sa kabila naman, 5. Wala itong minus 2. Okay po? Checking lang. Now, kapag pinalitan naman natin yung negative 3 dito, the absolute value of negative 3 is 3, plus 2 is 5 pa rin. So, 5 is equal to 5. So, ibig sabihin, ang solution po natin ay 3 at saka negative 3. Dalawa po yung solutions natin. Okay? Naintindihan?
Opo.
Okay po. So, siguro ready na kayo magsagot, pero bago yan, bibigyan ko muna kayo ng additional additional knowledge, additional exercise. May papasok po, i-admit natin, yan. Ayan. May pumasok po, So, nag-usap na tayo. Huwag kayo magpapalate. Nakikita tong whiteboard. Hello?
Opo.
Opo.
Nakikita nyo tong whiteboard ko?
Opo, sir.
Wala, sir.
Nakikita nyo? So, sample tayo. Ito po, the absolute value. Ito ay sinusulat ko dito sa whiteboard. So, we have 10. So, the absolute value of 10, ano sagot natin? Equals 10. Kasi nga sabi ko sa inyo, there is no negative distance. So when you say absolute value, we are talking about distance from one place to another place. Naintindihan? Next, we have here negative 10. The absolute value of negative 10, the answer is, ano sagot natin? So what is the absolute value of negative 10? 10 pa rin po. Naintindihan ninyo? Hello?
Opo.
Okay, so the absolute value of 9. Ang sagot natin sa absolute value of 9?
9.
9 pa rin. Okay po. The absolute value of negative 9. Ano sagot?
9 po.
9 pa rin. Naintindihan? Kailan siya magiging negative? Kapag merong negative value outside. No? Let's say for instance 9. Negative absolute value of 9. Our solution here is like this. So copy the negative outside the absolute value or the outside of the bars. So we have here the absolute value of 9 is 9 pa rin. So negative times 9 is equal to negative 9. Sir, pwede ka bang shortcutin? Negative 9 na kaagad? Opo. But the idea is you have to multiply the negative, no, outside of the bar to the absolute value of 9. That is negative times 9 is negative 9. Eh sir, paano naman kung ganito? Negative absolute value of negative 9. Do you think the answer is still negative? Opo. So negative outside times the absolute value of negative 9 is 9. Eh anong final answer, sir? Negative times 9 is negative 9. So magiging negative lamang ang sagot natin kapag merong negative negative no outside the saan? Outside of the absolute value katulad dito. Okay po? Kapag merong negative dito, expect that your or the sign of your answer is negative. Can you follow? Naintindihan nyo?
Opo.
Opo.
Diyan lang siya magiging negative. Okay? So, check natin. The absolute value of positive 10, there is no positive, no? Pero understood po na positive yan. So, positive 10. The absolute value of 10 is 10. The absolute value of negative 10 is 10. The absolute value of 9 is 9. The absolute value of negative 9 is 9. The negative absolute value of 9 is negative times negative value of negative 9 is equal to negative times 9 is equal to negative 9. Question? May tanong?
No more.
Wala na. No more. Okay, so let's see. So panahon na natin i-solve ang ating exercises, no? So exit tayo sa ating blackboard or whiteboard. Okay po. So go back to our exercise. Activity number 1. So sasagutan lang ninyo yan. Activity number 1. I'll give you how many minutes? Hello? Ito lang, 1 to 5 lang. O sagutan na natin dito. Yan. So all you have to do is draw a number line on your pad paper. Then answer the following question. Kapag nakagawa na kayo ng number line ninyo, sasagutan ninyo yung 1 to 5. Okay? So assuming tapos na kayo, no? How far is negative 12 from 0? Ano sagot niyo?
Negative.
Gaano kalayo yung
Negative.
yes. Gaano kalayo negative 12 mula sa 0?
12.
Ang sagot niyo?
Negative.
A is 12, B is negative 12, C is 0, D cannot be determined. What is your answer?
B po.
B as in boy?
Opo.
Negative 12? How far is negative 12 from 0? What is your answer?
A.
Ha? A. So the answer is A. Naintindihan? O dito naman, what is the distance of negative 19 from negative 3?
D po.
Ano yon? Yung D. Gumawa po kayo ng number line ninyo. Mabilisan. Negative 19 tapos doon sa negative 3. What is the distance of negative 19 from negative 3? Again, we are talking about distance at wala pong negative distance. Answer?
C po. C po.
C. C. Ito po. 16. Hello?
Opo. Opo.
Opo. 16. That is correct. Okay? So very easy. So the absolute value of negative 19 minus the absolute value of negative 3. Pag nilabas ninyo pareho, 19 minus 3 po yan. Kaya 16. Naintindihan? Number 3, what is the distance or what is the absolute value of negative 75? Ang tagal, akala mo pagkahirap-hirap, ano? What is the distance or what is the absolute value of negative 75? Ano sagot? Is it A, B, C, D?
C po.
Come again?
C po.
C. Huwag kayo matakot. Bakit ba natakot kayo? Kasasabi ko lang, no? Walang negative distance maliban kung merong negative sa labas ng absolute value. Okay po? Number 4, simplify. We have absolute value of 12 plus the absolute value of negative 18 plus the absolute value of negative 9. Yung sagot.
B po. B.
B as in
Yung susi. Ang open ng gate.
B as in what?
Boy.
Boy. Okay, so 39. So 12, the absolute value of positive 12 is 12. The absolute value of negative 18 is 18. Plus the absolute value of negative 9. No? So 12 plus 18 plus 9 lang po. And that is 39. Is it difficult? Number 5, how far is negative 9 from 8?
Di po.
Yung negative 9 tapos dun sa 8, bilangin ninyo.
A po.
C po.
B po.
A
Ah.
po. A.
A? 1?
A po.
1 ba yung distance? How far is negative 9 from 8? Saan po yung 8 nasa doon sa number line?
C po. C.
Ha? C.
Po.
C po.
C. 17. Tama?
Opo.
So the absolute value of negative 9 is 9 plus. Plus po tayo dahil ang point of origin natin ay positive. No? Naintindihan? Hello. So the absolute value of negative 9 is 9 plus absolute value of 8 is 8. So 9 plus 8 is 17. Okay, gawa po kayo ng number line. Ilagay ninyo yung negative 9. Tapos papunta kayo sa right, magbilang kayo ulit ng from 0 tapos 8. Bilangin nyo po yung distance from that negative 9 hanggang doon sa positive 8. Is it 1? Is it negative 1, 17, or negative 17? So 17 po ang sagot. Okay po. So may tanong pa? So tapos na tayo dyan. Dito na kayo sa number 6. So you start answering from this number 6. Pakipicture na po. Ito po yung activity number 1 ninyo para sa week number 3. Ito po ang inyong sasagutan. Number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. Para sa activity 1, week 3. Okay, pakipicturean na po. Pakipicturean po. Tapos na. Be alert po, pakipicturean.
Done na po.
Okay, so next dyan.
Tapos na po sir. Screenshot ko na po.
Oo, ilagay po sa GC ninyo. Ilagay sa GC. Wala pa ako nakita sa GC. Tapos eto naman po ang part 2. Yan po ang part 2 ng inyong gagawin. Pakipicturean din po at ilagay sa GC para doon sa mga absent at hindi maka-attend ng klase dahil wala silang pang-online. Ayan. So, nandyan na po yung inyong activity number 1 na ipapasa po. Okay? Sana kung meron na kayong lahat ng DepEd QC account, no? Doon na sa Google, doon na sa classroom ninyo, Google Classroom ipasa.
Meron na po.
Yung nga lang, parang wala pa eh. Konti pa lang meron, incomplete. So, sa output GC pa rin po ipasa. Sa output GC.
Sir,
Opo.
excuse me po. Yung
Oh.
code daw po sa Google Classroom.
Sinet ko na si GC nyo. Okay po. So, thank you. So, isi-send ko po dyan sa GC nyo. Thank you for listening. Alright. Question po?
Wala po.
Wala na po. Done na po.
Okay. So,